So when they first announced the Switch 2 and all the hardware specs for it, they mentioned VRR for it. What that means is variable refresh rate, and essentially it means that the gameplay that you're going to be experiencing is going to be a lot smoother, a lot less screen tearing. I'm not going to go into the full technical breakdown of what variable refresh rate is. There's a lot of videos out there that you can watch for, a lot of more experienced and more technically minded people. Digital Foundry are a great place to check out for information like that. But essentially, layman's terms, it's going to make it a much smoother visual experience with a lot less stuttering and a lot less screen tearing. When Nintendo first announced the Switch 2, like I said, they announced that it was going to support VRR. They've now backtracked on that, and it's only going to support variable refresh rates in the handheld mode. Having played handheld, I can say, yeah, it was a really smooth experience. Great, loved it. But it not being there in a docked mode means that games could feel different when you're playing them docked to handheld. Now, is this a massive concern? Not really. And the reason I'm saying not really is because when the PS5 first launched, it didn't have VRR there from the get-go. That came later in an update. Hopefully, this is something that Nintendo can work out and they can push a patch over for it. But it begs the question, what else was a little bit wrong with those spec sheets initially? Was there anything else in there, or is this just the only thing that was kind of standing out as being the problem? I really hope that it was just an oversight and nothing too in-depth, because VRR isn't something that was going to sell the console. It wasn't going to be a make or break feature for it, but it is a nice thing to have. Knowing that it can come in a future update, great, cool. I just hope that that update doesn't take too long, because as someone who's experienced VRR in handheld, and my PS5 supports it and my TV supports it, so I experience it there when I'm playing that. I think my Xbox has got it as well. I'm pretty certain it does. I want to be able to have a smooth experience across the board, and little things like screen tearing and jittering and stuttering can just take you out of that experience a little bit. Fingers crossed that it's going to come in a little update and it won't be too long before we see that support restored.